Sockeye salmon oil, that is what Kyani Sunset has in it. Turns out that's the safest fish oil on the planet. There's really no pesticides, no mercury associated with sockeye salmon from Alaska. This is all wild sockeye salmon. And remember that plant-based omega-3s, that's alpha-linolenic acid, that's ALA, doesn't really give us the EPA, DHA, which we need. Now, sockeye salmon oil has 32 fatty acids in that sockeye salmon oil that people consume. And only 2 of them are EPA and DHA. We do have recent studies now showing that those other 30 fatty acids do have health benefits. In fact, there's some precursor omega-3s, which a study just came out showing that those precursor omega-3s found in sockeye salmon oil have, independently of everything else, some health benefits. Now, we also know that there's a synergy between fish protein and omega-3 fatty acids from fish. So again, taking a product like Sunset is great. If you want to maximize the synergy of that product in your body, then you want to be consuming some sockeye salmon fish or herring or sardines, small amounts of albacore tuna on a weekly basis, because the synergy of the fish protein and the omega-3 fatty acids are better than either one by themselves. We know that the brain itself has about 12 to 50% of the fatty acids in the brain are DHA, and that is 10 to 20-fold higher amount than any other omega fatty acid in the brain. So DHA, very important for brain health. And we know as the content of the brain of DHA goes up, then the risk for dementia, Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's disease, cognitive dysfunction, actually we corrected that back there, it didn't show up there. It should say cognitive dysfunction, it should say mental instability, suicide, depression, bipolar disorders, impulsivity, and aggression go down. So obviously DHA plays a major role in keeping our brains happy and healthy.
The key compounds in Kyani products work synergistically to defense against the free radical damage. The biggest threat which for the baby boomers, for the aging population, which we see actually right now, if you look at the more common conditions from Parkinson's, memory loss, diabetes, insulin resistance, ultimately what is the commonality they have? One thing in common is the free radical production. If anybody who's having these symptoms, if they don't control the free radical production, what we call oxidative stress, the things are going to worse downhill. This is, I think, one of the key messages we can give out to our consumers or to the distributors when you talk is the synergistic combination of these 3 products basically act as an antioxidant, powerful super antioxidant. Then we have a carrier mechanism to deliver it, so control the free radical load even as an aging process. People ask me what's the difference between taking a regular multivitamin and why I'm taking Sunrise, why I'm taking Sunset. The key is the whole food concept too. Keep in mind the things which are tied up in our Sunrise, just the juice alone, the amount of antioxidants and the vitamin, the minerals, they are in more organic and whole food form. Most of the vitamins which you buy over the counter from the pharmacies and all that, they are chemically made. So that's also unique, which we stand out, that it's the whole food supplements which we are encouraging. From the salmon oil to the tocotrienol, if you look at all the products, noni extract, they are whole food in nature. We live in a world where people are having more immune disorders, not only from just seasonal infections and all that, but also autoimmune disorders, people with the rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis, people with Sjogren, MS. Most of these people, women, were being exposed to these things. How do we prevent this? We need to keep our immune system healthy. So when you tie up the 3 products with the Nitrofex as a base, then you tie up the Sunrise as an antioxidant, then you tie up the tocotrienols for keeping as an anti-inflammatory concept, you got a powerful system which supports the immune system. Actually, the immune system cannot even function unless the nitric oxide is released. So if a body is exposed to a germ or a bug or anything, it will not attack, or that whole mechanism is controlled by the production of nitric oxide.